I always love the Insidious films. It's just like, what do you think makes them so unique?
Um, I mean, it's hard to say. It's
The
hard.
sex appeal of specs,
Yes.
probably more than anything.
There is that. There is that. And I always say that I don't want to know why a film is successful. I don't want to know. I don't want to break it down into a formula, because writing a film is so unconscious. You're really just writing something that you would want to see. Using yourself as a barometer for the type of movie you would want to watch, and then it's pure alchemy if it goes out into the world and other people accept it. And so I like that process being very unconscious. There are a lot of people who make money selling books on the secret to making a successful film, and they try to turn movie making into something formulaic. Literally, this scene, or this act plus this act equals a hit, and I really don't think you can reduce it to that kind of math. So I would say I don't know why they're so successful, but I'm glad they are.
So let's nerd out a little bit. Let's do it. In this film, we have Keyface, right? And he seems to trigger Elise's powers when she's a little girl. Mm-hmm. Is he responsible for bringing the powers to life in your mind? Was she eventually found this and become the superhero in the future? Or am I reading too much into it?
I read it personally that it used her power. She already had inherent power, and it used her to open a portal, if you will. And that's the story I tell myself, because I don't think he gave her any power. I think he saw it in her and exploited her.
He wanted to use her power for his own gains, but I think that he did inadvertently trigger her life by killing her mother.
It was the inciting incident of her life, to quote a horrible screenwriting term, in a way.
Yeah, there's a lot of symbiosis with the characters in that way, that this demon kind of triggered her existence and her devotion to helping other people.
Casting a younger Elise, how difficult was that? Because you guys nailed it. That was really good. The two little girls are great.
Yeah, I mean, both of them were amazing, and Ava was astonishing. And she, we saw a lot of young actors, and not only was she the best, but she had this really iconic, interesting face, I think, and as does Lynn, and so it was important to find the physicality that worked, as well as the ability to command the scene. And boy, her performance was unbelievable. I mean, people were terrified on set, and when her mom would bring her over, and they would sort of work together, and then she would come back and she'd be like, "Okay, I'm ready," and then turn it on, and then turn it off, and it was really miraculous.
Great actress.
Yeah,
amazing. So, I told Lynn earlier, because I had a chance to talk to her, is like, we've had Wonder Woman, which I love the film. She's a superhero, female superhero, but Lynn's been doing it so much longer than that in Insidious. So why isn't her getting the props, or this film getting the props you think it deserves? I think it deserves more. It's getting a little, but it deserves more.
Yeah, I really don't know. I mean, pop culture and the cultural zeitgeist exists outside of what you do. You make something, and then you kind of release it. It's like a dove that you've cared for, and then you just open its cage and let it fly off. That's what making a film is like to me. The world's reaction to your art or your work is so out of your hands that it's useless to obsess over it or become frustrated by it. I mean, if I read a bad review of something I've worked hard on, it's not fun. But I try as much as I can to divorce myself from it, because I realize that this person's reaction has nothing to do with the process of making that film. They're two separate things. And so, who knows why certain things are picked up and held up on a shrine, and
also,
others aren't.
The props are that huge amounts of people went and saw it and wanted to see it and love it and enjoy it, and they showed up for the movie. And so I was, you want it to be you want the the New York Times to kind of love it, but it's at the end of the day, I think it's easy to throw aside a fourth movie in any franchise. You're going to have people who are going to go, oh, that's clearly for the bottom line and it's for profit, and dismiss what at its core the movie's about, which is about a young woman facing an abusive father. And it's a popcorn movie and it's a roller coaster ride, but there's some deep ideas in the film, and not to be too pretentious, but it wasn't written for Joe Morgenstern to, it's like it's for a fan base that really wants to experience these movies, and I think it's easy to diminish what the film is in a way.
Thanks for taking this genre serious.
Yeah.
Because we appreciate it as horror fans. One last question is, you stated that this is the highest grossing Insidious film worldwide. Where do we take it from here? Give me the scoop.
I don't know. I don't have a scoop. I definitely don't have any firm ideas about where the series should go, or what should happen. I've been actually finishing a different movie that just screened at South by Southwest. I'm starting to write something else, so I feel like my mind is far away from this, and this is something that we completed. I mean, when did we shoot this? It was...
Yeah, it's been
2016.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It feels distant from us in a way. So I unfortunately don't have a scoop for you about what the next installment of it is going to do, but we shall see.
I believe there'll be more. I'm just maybe I'm optimistic.
I believe in a thing called love. Remember that?
It's all going to be when the muse flows. He's going to go to some estate in Europe somewhere and look at the apple orchards, and part 5 will come out.
Just turn on the genius switch, as Adam called it.
That's right.
Okay, thank you very much. Check out the Blu-ray